Hi, I'm Senator Bob Singer, and I'm a pleasure to be here with my two running mates in the new 30th District, Senator Sean Kean to my right, Assemblyman Dave Rible to my left. Both of them are experienced legislators who have been in the legislature a number of years, understand the needs of the community as a whole. We've had the advantage for a number of years that Senator Kean has been the attorney for the Urban Enterprise Zone for Lakewood. So he's been right involved with the Lakewood community on a day-to-day basis and overseeing the legal aspect of things. And you know, having an attorney on the team is so important. A lot of issues come up, constituents have some problems, and sometimes having an attorney look at it with a different viewpoint than a non-attorney like myself and Dave plays an important role, especially with the Lakewood community, with so many questions and problems that many of our constituents have. Dave comes to us with a great background, former policeman. You know, and we're dealing with Lakewood, as you all know, with the gang problem. Dave has that background, and we're hoping that with his expertise to help tie in and bring as many dollars and efforts into Lakewood to help fight the gang problem with his leadership in that. So I'm excited about two ends of the spectrum. The legal end of the spectrum, someone who understands the law better than I do and can give us some guidance on some of those issues that affect us. Can help us sometimes when we have a problem, when someone has a problem with Medicaid or kid care, where we should go and what we should do with that. And from the aspect of the gang situation, Dave bringing that law enforcement background really plays an important role for all of us. We're excited. And the district has changed a little bit. We won't be representing as many towns in Ocean County as the past, just Lakewood and Point Pleasant Borough, but we walk into a whole new world of Howell and Farmingdale, which we've had before, but into the Wall Township and the Belmars and the Brielles and the Spring Lakes and the Avons and Bradley Beach, which brings in the shore area. And you know, the important aspect of that really plays a role to us is the environment plays an important part of our district also. And people in Lakewood are concerned about the environment. Open space, quality of water, quality of air is always an important aspect. And being now will be shore legislator, at least for me, it brings in that again, that aspect of the caring about the environment, caring about the quality of life. And especially with the large influx of young people into Lakewood, quality of life for the future is so important to us. Sean, you want to just share some of your...
Thank you, Senator, and Ellie, thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm really looking forward, after serving in the legislature for approximately 8 years. 4 of those years I was down in the lower house in the Assembly. Then I served a stint in the State Senate. I'll be finishing up my term this December, and then the new districts came about. So I'm very fortunate to be able to run with Senator Singer and Assemblyman Dave Rible, again for the lower house. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the new district, which is about half Ocean County, half Monmouth County. It's going to be exciting. The district that Dave Rible and I previously represented was a very diverse district. It had some of the real coastal towns like Spring Lake and Avon and Bradley Beach, but it also had the urban center of Monmouth County, Asbury Park. So it was challenging, but it was challenging because of its diversity. And I'm looking forward to Lakewood being a challenging environment. I'm looking forward to doing the hard constituent relations work, spending a lot of time in Lakewood. Certainly I've already done that. We haven't even taken office yet. We're spending a lot of time in Lakewood. But there's very challenging times down in Trenton right now. We have an oppressive tax structure in Trenton, which is making it very difficult to keep businesses and keep people in the state of New Jersey. We're going to continue to work to make it a more affordable place for people to live. That's not just Lakewood, but that's Monmouth County, that's Ocean County. The 2 towns in Ocean County that Dave, Bob, and I will be representing, Point Pleasant and Lakewood, have more in common than they don't. And that's basically the need for us to make it an affordable place for families and people to want to locate to want to stay. I really look forward to working with the local officials in Lakewood and in Point Pleasant and the rest of the district. And I'm just getting ready for what's going to be a great relationship between the people in Lakewood and myself. Senator Singer, who's been an outstanding advocate for Lakewood for a 20-year or more legislative career. Somebody who's been a friend of mine for over 20 years. I've known Bob through various private sector and then my time down in the legislature. And Dave Rible, can't say enough good things about Dave, having been a police officer in Wall Township and a capable member of the Assembly leadership team on the Republican side. Dave is the Assembly whip who spends a lot of time in leadership in the Assembly. So the residents of Lakewood are going to be capably represented, I believe, and I'm just proud and glad to have an opportunity to do that. So thanks for having us.
Dave, you want to share some thoughts?
Yeah, I also say I'm very excited about the new district. I'm looking forward to the opportunity. I'm very blessed because I came into my legislative career with Senator Sean Kean. Actually took his seat in the assembly, and we worked together. And he's brought me along and educated me to help me be a well-rounded legislator. So we're going to bring a lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm over into Ocean County, and I'm looking forward to that. And it's going to be a great opportunity for me specifically. I'm looking forward to the opportunity of learning a little bit more of a new culture, which is going to be exciting and help me as a more, I think it's going to make me a more well-rounded legislator, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity. And of course, Senator Singer's leadership is going to be fabulous, and I think we just have it's going to be a fabulous team. It's going to be a hard-working team, and I think it's going to be very refreshing to what we're going to be bringing over. The gang activity as a former police officer really, it irritates me because I think as a legislature we're not doing enough to help these communities, and that's something I'm going to be aggressively working with the Attorney General's office on and the Governor's office to make sure that we are doing what we should be doing as a responsibility to the taxpayers to protect them. And the problem's not going to go away, it's only going to get worse, and we need to put a tourniquet on that as soon as possible, and that's going to be one of my goals. Another priority is small business. I'm a former small business owner, and I do a lot of programs for small businesses, and I'm looking forward to bringing those programs into Lakewood and to Howell and to Point Borough to enlighten them on what I can do to help their businesses. So it's going to be a great time. I'm really looking forward to this opportunity.
Just lastly, first of all, we always say in Trenton, once a senator, always a senator. But
I like that.
let me share one other thing. What I like is the diversity we're bringing to the table here. For example, Sean's wife's a teacher. And, education plays such an important role in Lakewood. We have over 17,000 children in our private schools. So when we deal with this information brought to the table, and we have questions about education, Sean can talk to his wife about it, understands that. And being a teacher, she understands the role that teachers play in making sure young people are guided on the right path. And that's an important aspect. We support education, we support teaching, but also, which is a big issue for us right here in Lakewood, is the voucher program. This is an important issue. We know that there are many families in Lakewood that are struggling for tuitions, and that the voucher program can make a tremendous difference. We're urging the Senate President to post the bill. We're urging the Speaker to post the bill. The Governor is ready to sign it. We're co-sponsors of the bill, and I just want the community to understand that is one of our top priorities also. Education is key to all of us. It's key to our children, our future. I said we bring to the table, here's our senator / assemblyman whose wife is a teacher. My wife is an adjunct professor at Georgian Court University, so that aspect of it. Dave's wife is busy taking care of his little kids at home, which is something that Lakewood knows about, because families and children is something that are very important to the Lakewood community. So I'm excited about our team. I think that Lakewood is going to be well represented. We've always been well represented, both with Joe Malone and Ron Dancer, two excellent legislators who are running different districts. But I'm excited about these two young guys that are here now and what they bring to the table to represent Lakewood the way we want them represented, both in Trenton and certainly in the issues facing us in Ocean and Monmouth County. So I want to thank the Lakewood community for their support in the past and look forward to their support in the future.